Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss React Native application overview. But first of all, let's discuss what we have done so far. First of all, we have discussed and set up online repository on bitbucket.org. We have two well-known websites to create private online repository, and those are Bitbucket and GitHub. And we have created an online repository on bitbucket.org, and we set up a folder named as our project, which is a source folder for our React Native application. We set up this folder and set up it as a Bitbucket repository. Then we installed Node.js. We installed the latest and stable version 12.18.3. Node.js is a required tool to create React Native applications. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome V8 JavaScript engine. Then we installed npm. npm is now a part of GitHub, and this product is used for package management. And this node package manager is used for JavaScript development experience. And we have discussed in detail what we can do with npm. Then we have discussed Yarn in our previous lecture. Yarn is another node package manager which can be used for the management of modules in our React Native application. We learned how we can set up Yarn on our system, and we discussed it. Yarn is another product by Facebook and is a stable release, and it is better than npm, and we will use in our course to create packages for React Native application. Then we discussed how we can get started with React Native application development. We discussed snack.expo.io. Snack.expo.io is a development environment. It is full-featured development environment with an online editor, and we can edit and run React Native applications online. This provides a full-featured development environment. Now let's discuss how we can getting started with React Native application development. We have discussed that we can use create React Native app to create React Native application. But now create React Native app is a part of Expo CLI Quick Start. We have two options to start React Native application development. One is called Expo CLI Quick Start and other is React Native CLI Quick Start. Let's first discuss React Native CLI Quick Start. React Native CLI Quick Start, in this feature we can use React Native on Mac OS, Windows and Linux, and its target operating systems are iOS and Android. For installing React Native CLI Quick Start, we will need Node, the React Native command line interface, Python 2, a JDK, and Android Studio. While you can use any editor of your choice to develop your application, you will need to install Android Studio in order to set up the necessary tooling to build your React Native application for Android. We recommend installing Node and Python 2 via Chocolatey, a popular package manager for Windows, and Chocolatey we have already installed in our system by using npm. React Native also requires a recent version of the Java SC development kit as well as Python 2. Both can be installed using Chocolatey. Open an administrator command prompt, right-click command prompt and select Run as administrator. Then run the command choco install space -y node.js.install python 2 jdk 8. If you have already installed Node on your system, make sure it is Node 8.3 or newer. If you already have a JDK on your system, and it must be there if you have a newer version of Node, then you have to make sure that its version is 8 or newer. Then you need to install Android development environment. You need to set up your development environment. That could be somewhat tedious if you are new to Android development. If you're already familiar with Android development, there are few things you may need to configure. In either case, please make sure to carefully follow the next few steps. First of all, you need to install Android Studio. You have to download and install Android Studio. Choose a custom setup when prompted to select an installation type. Make sure the boxes next to all of the following are checked: Android SDK, Android SDK platform, performance, Intel, HAXM, select here for AMD if you have AMD processor, and Android virtual device, which is a simulator you are required during testing. Then click next to install all of these components. If the checkboxes are grayed out, you will have a chance to install these components later on. Once setup has finalized, you are presented with the welcome screen. Proceed to the next step. Then you need to install the Android SDK. Android Studio install the latest Android SDK by default. Building a React Native app with native code, however, requires the Android 9 based on Py. SDK in particular, additional Android SDKs can be installed through the SDK Manager in Android Studio. The SDK Manager can be accessed from the Welcome to Android Studio screen. Click on Configure, then select SDK Manager. This is the first screen of Android Studio. Here you can import project which has been developed in Eclipse, ADT or Gradle. You can start a new Android Studio project. You can open an existing Android Studio project, and even you can run Android code examples in this Android Studio. The SDK Manager can also be found within Android Studio Performance dialog under Appearance and Behavior, System Setting, Android SDK. Select the SDK Platform tab from within the SDK Manager, then check the box next to Show Package Details. In the bottom right corner, look for a Expand the Android 9 Py entry, then make sure the following items are checked: Android SDK Platform 28, Intel x86, Atom 64, System Image or Google API. Next, select the SDK Tools tab and check box next to Show Package Details. Here as well, look for the and expand the Android SDK Build Tools entry. Then make sure that 28.0.3 is selected. Finally, click Apply to download and install the Android SDK and related build tools. Then configure the Android home environment variable. The React Native tools require some environment variables to be set up in order to build applications with native code. Open the System pane under System and Security in the Windows Control Panel, then click on Change Setting, open the Advanced tab and click the Environment Variables. Click on New to create a new Android home user variable that points to the path to your Android SDK. This is the variable name Android SDK, and this is the variable value where you have already installed Android SDK. You have to point this variable to that path where SDK is already installed, and you can check the existence of Android SDK in this directory. And if you want the actual location of the SDK in the Android Studio, you have to click on Preferences dialog under Appearance and Behavior, System Settings and Android SDK. Open a new command prompt window to ensure the new environment variable is loaded before proceeding to the next setup. Add platform tools to the path. Open the System pane under System and Security in the Windows Control Panel, then click on Change Setting. Open the Advanced tab and click on Environment Variables. Select the path variable, then click Edit, click New and add the path to the platform tools to the list. The default location for this folder is. Then you have React Native command line interface. React Native has a built-in command line interface. Rather than install and manage a specific version of the CLI globally, we recommend you access the current version at runtime using npx, which ships with node.js. With npx React Native command, the current stable version of the CLI will be downloaded and executed at the time the command is run. And this is how you can create a new application. React Native has built-in commands. You can run npx space React Native space init space awesome project, or you can name any uh, thing of your project. This is not necessary if you are interesting React Native into an existing application, if you ejected from Expo, or if you are adding Android support to an existing React Native project. You can optionally you can use specific version or template, and here are the commands. If you want to run you want to create your project into a specific version of Android SDK or Android, you can mention the version of React Native. You can also start a project with the custom React Native template like TypeScript with templates arguments. Then you can use a physical device to run your app. You can use a simulator, and this is a if everything is set up correctly, you should see your new app running in your Android emulator shortly. This is one option to run React Native application, and this option will provide you with native code support because you have installed Android SDK. The other option is Expo CLI Quick Start, and we will follow this approach